Hi there. My name is Maria Arvanitidis, and for the longest time, as far as I know it, I've been a lesbian, and I've self-identified myself always, 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 always in the preference of preferring to be around women and loving women and loving myself. How do we do that in a patriarchal world? It's almost impossible with all their programs, and basically we have to find ourselves, and we just get lost. We're born into this world and we don't know why we're women. We're just, women are just background, just in the background. So how do we get noticed and move to the front and have our own world when it's in a patriarchal, man-made world? How do we do that? We don't do it by activism or fighting and the feeding the ego mind is what we've been doing, and all it's done is it's taken us to our death. And really, we don't have to do all these things. We can just disconnect from all those programs. And self-identifying ourselves as lesbians, we don't have to be, standing up and fighting, and this is who we are, and take ownership in a world that's not even really ours. What I really would like to do is introduce this book, The Year of Sovereignty 2019, and may this book find you, and you can pick it up. And 2020, you will have discovered everything there is about you as a woman through a lesbian's perspective, who actually did write this book. And it's a course in metaphysical spirituality and finding your authenticity as who you are as a woman, loving other women. You don't really need to be in that other world. Just disconnect from it and create our own programs and move into another space where we can all be a part of, where we don't have to. Men can be, background and then just phased out. We don't have to meet up and fight them and all these things. That is programs of the old world. We don't need to fight for anything. We don't need to effort. We just need to thrive and live off the grid, loving one another, connecting to each other. And how do we do that? By going inwardly, doing some self-work, and finding that inner guidance and trusting in that inner communication with thyself. And when we do that, that connection leads us to the outer world that is the reflection of who we are and what we actually prefer to have in our world, and we become the creators. And this patriarchal system has worked its way into our world, and now it can just work its way out of our world. We can live in a multidimensional world, spiritually, mentally, physically, and our soul connecting to the spirit in a way that we can be with each other without any separation, without any hatred, self-loving each other, working together, communicating and connecting. And this book will help. There's a few distractions throughout that will help with the overwhelmment of their lessons, 319 lessons, their affirmations. They're all the tools that you can possibly imagine under the sun to get your imagination going, to transmute and clear on a cellular level all those blockages, all those things that we were experiencing to believe are truths of our world. And once we clear everything and transmute, we will shift, we will transform our perspective, our world, in the way that we want as creator beings to create this world and be a part of it as lesbians, and feel proud, really feel that proud feeling without the ego getting in the way. And this is what this book will do. It will help you to retrain your mind, self-heal, and helps heal others. And it's all about energy. once we get that energy going, Kriya Yoga, any kind of Reiki, any kind of yoga tools you could do that is helpful, all you need to do is breathe and imagine and meditate and use affirmations. And really, all that does, they're all tools. They're all tools to help you clear and remove resistance. It's all about resistance. And how do we feel? When we no longer feel resistance, we no longer have the traumas, and we feel good, lighter, so we can transmute and transform and transcend from that world, that lower density feeling, and recalibrate so that we can retransfigure into the world we want to see. Pick this book up, and it will shift your world, and you can have a better understanding once you pick this book up and see it from a lesbian's point of view and experiences and what I've gone through, and to help you, the reader, become enlightened, wake up from this old patriarchal matrix. My name is Maria Arvanitidis, and I hope you find this book helpful. It's called The Sovereign Light, A Course in Metaphysical Spirituality.